In Western Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh is the place to be, and rightfully so. It's a fabulous city with great restaurants, awesome entertainment, exciting sports, and the list goes on and on.
While we love Pittsburgh for its big city vibe, we live and breathe in Pittsburgh's countryside, northeast of the city in the Kiski Valley. This region is home to layers of unique history, thriving businesses, and exciting people.
We're going to take you behind the scenes and give you an up-close and personal view of what makes our region tick and why you should pay us a visit. All this and more on the next Backstage Class. Take a seat. Class is about to begin. Join our hosts, Brandy Sprankle, Sherry Croney, and Jameson Geibel as they explore local talent, surrounding businesses, and hidden gems in our local community.
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Backstage Class. I'm Brandy.
I'm Sherry.
And I'm Jameson.
Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. You are watching the show that takes you around the Kiski Valley, behind the scenes of various businesses, nonprofits, and other interesting things. And we're also going to meet interesting people.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook or visit our website, mybackstageclass.com, and tell us who you think we should visit next.
I've always wanted to go to space, so I hope you happen to own an asteroid mining facility.
I don't know what the odds of that are, but we'll see.
But if you do, get in touch.
But we are looking for your feedback, so please give us a shout out.
On today's episode, we're headed to Spring Church to visit OB Milling. Their factory makes crown molding and other woodworks that are virtually around the entire country, and we're going to see how they do it. They're going to show us.
And then we go kayaking with Evelyn and Neil Andritz at River's Edge Canoe and Kayak here in Leechburg, which was our first time kayaking.
And it was terrifying.
It was very interesting. You did pretty good.
I did very well. All right, guys, we're headed to Spring Church next to see Dan Obriot at OB Milling at his factory there, and they make a lot of wood products.
They do. And we got in full gear to assist making the wood products.
Safety glasses, down to the earplugs.
Safety first.
However, my shoes were not probably in compliance as I was wearing flip-flops.
Right.
That was not a good call.
That's how you lose a toe.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
Or get a splinter, which
She
is
was
worse.
able to almost break a piece of machinery wearing her flip-flops.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that piece of machinery was only worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
I think it was like
Hundreds of
$250,000.
Yes.
dollars.
Okay, that's a lot of thousands.
So more than my $4 flip-flops. But yeah, so it was cool.
But it all worked out. So, let's head there. Good morning. We're here with Dan Obriot at OB Milling near Apollo, Kiski Township. Dan, good morning.
Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
having
you.
us.
No problem.
OB Milling, how long have you guys been open for?
We've been at this location for 8 years.
8 years.
Yep.
What do you guys do here? I hear a lot of saws in the background.
We make
Sounds dangerous.
architectural wood moldings for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs.
Well, it sounds like something I personally know nothing about. So hopefully you can give us a tour, show us what's up.
Absolutely. Let's put some safety gear on and go at it.
Excellent.
All right, Dan, what are we going to start with?
Well, if it's okay with you guys, I'll take you over and see the Ripsaw where the guys are working, and then from there, we'll go to our biggest machine, the motor, which makes the moldings itself.
Okay.
This is our gang Ripsaw, and has movable lasers on it that moves the blades.
Okay.
This is the process of where it kind of starts our molding process. We have the rough wood come in, we bring it to our gang rip. Pat and Dawn set it up so we're ripping blanks to go through our motor. And when that process is done, they put the blanks up and we'll move directly to our motor after that.
Who paints it blue?
The companies that we get it from, I get some of my wood out of West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. It's all Appalachian timber, hardwoods. But if you like, I'll take you over to the motor and let you see how it runs.
Great. Can we use the motor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is our main machine. This is our CNC motor. This is where we're taking that blank from the Ripsaw. Okay. We're going to run it through this motor. It's going to go in rough and it's going to make a piece of crown perfect out the other side. There's 6-head machine. It's all computerized.
Why is it open? Like open so
we keep it open because as it's going, Pat has to make adjustments within the machine itself. If it needs a little, the fence in or out, or needs a tweak within the calibration of the machine. That's all the reason why.
You can change it while it's in there.
And you can change it while it's going, yes. It all has the blue markings on it, or doors on it, keep you safe from the tool itself.
Is there going to be any type of pattern on this?
Yes, this is going to be a crown mold, a 2.5-inch crown mold.
Is this a crowd mold?
Yeah, this is actually it right here.
Oh, and you program that through the computer?
Yeah, we have a tooling system that sets up the tool. Pat brings it over here and puts the head in, and the CNC calibrates itself, and then Pat puts the numbers in from the other machine, and it all calibrates in to make this molding out of a blank piece of wood.
And theoretically, Dan, could I program in my own pattern?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, we can make
It could be
tooling.
totally custom.
Well, we can make the custom tooling, and then
Okay.
you put that on what they call an OptiScan and get the readings, put it in the machine, and it comes out.
Do you ever get custom orders like that?
All the time.
Do you charge extra for that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Because we have to make the tooling itself.
Mess it up. You're fired, Brandy. No future in OB milling for Brandy Sprangle.
Okay, so as I just screwed up Dan's machine, how many, like typically, how many times, like, do you screw up?
Well, on this type of machine, I mean, any type of time you're dealing with a machine, the tolerances are very, very, very small.
Okay.
But I can tell you that this machine, we pumped out over 120,000 lineal feet in 1 week with this particular machine.
Oh, wow. Did that happen to anybody else, or did I really screw up the machine?
No, it's
What did
when,
I do?
well, we just set this up to go through a couple pieces.
Okay.
So anytime that we start out like that, sometimes it'll stick in the beginning. That's why we were talking, once it starts repetitive, it keeps going end after end after end after end.
Okay.
Pretty much all day long until the knife gets dull.
Okay. And then you change the blades.
Then we change the knives out for another tooling. We probably do about 22 different profiles at least a week. 22, 23 different profiles.
Oh, okay, okay. I hear it again. I think I'm ready.
You're ready.
Am I ready?
Yep. Since we're only running one piece, we send that's called a backer, just send the backer through. But that wood came through down there. It was a square stock, just a square stock of wood, and that's a finished piece of crown mold. And then I have my company that I'm affiliated with in Ford City. And what we'll do is we'll take dental mold, and when it gets shipped up to the cabinet company, they'll put dental mold in there, and that'll become a dental or rope crown up at the facility.
Now, I was on this side of the machine. I didn't get to see what happened over there. I was imagining when it started up and I heard that it was lasers cutting it.
No,
just
that's a tooling.
normal old blades.
There's 8,000 RPM motors in there. That's what you hear humming.
Okay.
And each of those motors are probably worth about $35,000.
Now, as far as your end of the company, you said you had an affiliate. Are you done? Is this considered a finished product for your company?
This would get whether it would get end cut to make sure there was no wane or splitting. This would be a finished product. Of course, it would be longer, but it would be a finished product, and it would go on a stack of wood to get wrapped up to be shipped.
Any questions, guys?
Oh, no, I'm proud that I did it, and I overheard the price of the machine, so I'm glad I didn't break it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, Dan, so obviously you get a lot of scrap wood here. What do you do with it?
Some of the fall off, which comes off of some of the machines, is so minute we do burn it. But for the most part, we send it through a grinder and make sawdust. Obviously, all of our machines make sawdust, and it's a commodity for the local farmers.
Since we visited OB Milling, I've been in contact with Dan a couple times, and one new thing that they're doing there at OB Milling is one of the manufacturers that they get some lumber off of is now utilizing the sawdust and condensing it into bricks, and the bricks are being distributed by OB Milling now as a replacement for firewood, which is a recycled solution for firewood.
Welcome back to Backstage Class. Thanks for staying with us. We're here in the studio with Candace Mccandless. She's going to teach us a little something today.
You know, tell us about your group, the Knit Wits, which we love the name. By the way.
Thank
we
you.
love it. It's
Thank
great.
you.
So what's the premise there? How did this get started?
I've been running into ladies in the community. Hopefully some gentlemen will join us. I hate to just say ladies. To people in the community that knit, and we don't really have any groups locally.
Oh, that's cool.
So I decided to start one.
And when you said gentleman, you're referring to Jameson.
Well,
because
I
he
think
is going
this
to give
looks
it
like a weapon,
the old
so
college try
that's
today.
kind of interesting. It's like a crossbow bolt.
When did you start knitting, Candace, and like how did you learn?
I started knitting 8 years ago. I am a mother, I have 4 children, and I love to craft, and I wanted a craft that was portable. And so I took a knitting class. That's
Where
how
did
I
you take a
learned.
knitting class?
I
At, like,
learned
a
how to
craft
knit in
store?
Ohio at a yarn store.
Oh, okay. Because I will tell you that upon graduating college, I had no job, and I bought a knitting DVD. And
How'd
it
that
did
work
not
out
turn
for
out
you?
very good. No, I didn't get past more than like taking this off, and I couldn't even get it on the stick. And then my gram, I actually tried to have her, and she is like the nicest little sweet lady in the world, and she was mad. Like, what do you make?
You
made
can
this.
make anything. I'm a big fan of Shaw's.
Okay, what else do you have?
I have.
Oh my god, she's a huge bag of stuff. Did you make the
Yeah, I
bag?
was about to say that. Did you make the bag? Is
I made
everything
the
you're
bag.
Oh my
wearing
god, she made the
made
bag.
by you?
Okay, let's see what's in the bag. What goodies do we have?
in the bag?
This is the most recent completed little shrug
Oh my
crop sweater for my daughter.
Do you use patterns or do you make patterns?
You absolutely use patterns.
Okay.
There's a huge just wealth of patterns on the internet, of course, and in your
So well
local
made.
yarn shop will have patterns.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do we have here?
This is a hat.
Love it.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a hard
That
one.
looks like something you could buy, too.
It
I assume you
does.
sell these things.
I am just starting to sell my work, thank you, online.
Now, and I can
Candace's
speak
items.
from experience that Candace products are great because she has made my daughter leg warmers and my little Chihuahua Ruby the cutest, tiniest little sweater I've ever seen ever. This is the newest thing and it's my favorite.
Is that for
Yes.
a dog?
What is this for your
No,
ears?
this is
It's
for your
a girl.
ears.
That's sexy.
How
Oh my
is this?
gosh, it's adorable.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you make that up?
No, this is a pattern. This is a pattern that
love
I
that.
that
Still
I
my
got
favorite.
online.
How much would you sell something like that for?
I'm going to sell these for 15.
Like, how
And
long
I'm
did
gonna
that take you to make?
I'm gonna do a gold flower since we're in Steelers
Ooh,
country, you know, for some other ones.
What else
know.
is in the bag, Candace?
Okay, here's a little purse. This is called felting.
That
if you
looks
want to
different.
get into
Felting,
some
okay,
more.
what is felting?
Okay, so you would knit this with 100% wool, which this is, and this
Oh my
yarn.
god. This feels so good. Like, feel that.
That seems like because the material's thinner and smaller that it takes way more time.
Well, this purse was really big, like this big and this big. And you put it in a pillowcase and you wash it in your washing machine on
shrinks
hot,
together.
and it shrinks.
Oh, that's what happens to all my
wait,
sweaters.
so it used to look
That is what
like
happens
it
to
used
all
to
your
look like
sweaters.
this stuff. But
Yeah.
when you put it through the washer,
You get a completely different fabric, and it's called
I did
felting.
that, I thought.
We dug up a little fun fact for you, Candace.
Sure.
According to the Craft Yarn Council of America, 36% of American women know how to knit or crochet, which is 51% increase over the past 10 years.
That's amazing.
You feel it's more your age group, more people, or do you feel it's still a little bit of an older generation thing?
It's an older generation that I have found, which is why I'm trying to start a group and hopefully pull some younger, anybody, teenagers that want to learn how to knit, anybody that has even the remote interest in knitting or crocheting, I would hope that they would feel
Right.
like they could come out to our group.
Do you think you could show us how to start a little stitch? You know, I'm going to go ahead and let Sherry and Jameson, because I've already been down this road and it doesn't work for me.
All right,
Holding it like a pencil already.
your
Okay.
work is going to go in your left hand,
Okay.
and don't be afraid to hold on to
so-
the knitting. You need to take your pinky and put it under.
Of my right hand.
Yes.
Should I have brought some of this out? Okay. hang on.
See, Grammy, I swear.
Okay.
You need to
me
take
all
your
these
Under my
pinky,
pinky, got it.
grab it
And
with
I
your
just
pinky,
don't
then
know.
it's going to go around
Right.
your pinky,
She told me all this.
over these two fingers.
I'm lost already.
Around. Wait. Did you go under? Oh, okay.
Grab
okay.
it with your pinky, go
Hang on.
around.
I got it now.
All right.
Okay.
Pinch
That's tight.
it with
Should it
these
be tight?
two. Yeah,
Got
you
it.
want it to be pretty tight.
I'm really close now. Is that bad?
No.
No, that's Perfect.
You did it.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. I'm good.
Okay, so you're gonna go up into the stitch.
You mean
Right there.
Oh boy, I am
Do
too
you see your
close.
stitches on the
You
needle
mean
there?
here?
Like this?
No.
No.
No, Sherry.
Right.
She's wearing
This
so
is
many
your
knitted
stitch
products right now.
right here.
Oh, you mean this loop that's wrapped around like
Yes.
a coil?
Yes.
I got
You're
it.
gonna go up into that
I'm
stitch,
in it.
around.
Why?
Whoa! I just blew your mind.
All right, I'm
But
good.
it's so
I'm good.
tight around there. You mean
No,
you mean
don't-
here?
You're supposed to be in the back.
Oh,
You gotta be back there.
jeez.
Go up into the stitch. See how I'm putting the needle up in there?
Like that?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Go, take your yarn and go around.
With my left hand. Take my yarn and go. What is happening?
Just stay there, Sherry. You're wonderful. Just be patient.
I have no
I think Candace is changing her mind about opening.
Wait, did I get it? Is that what you want? Is that
I
what
don't
you
think
want?
that that's going to be
Shouldn't-
available anymore.
That is totally not what I want. Okay, just let me.
You're
help
holding
you.
the rest of us back.
Okay.
This will be an example to those who
know.
would come to the
Up
class that
in
Candace is
here.
not going to yell at you.
okay, I did that
You
part. I
don't
remember
know
that.
what
She
she
She obviously has
Let
patience.
go.
She has a lot of
Let go.
patience with the
Let
four
go
kids,
of the
I
needle.
think.
But if I let go, wait, are you actually supposed to? Do you let go of the needle?
Yes.
And it doesn't
now
fall?
grab it. Grab
Okay.
it back. Okay, you just let go of
Oh
it
my
first.
God,
Let's
this is
check
hard.
it.
What just
Okay,
happened?
relax. Wait a minute. Don't panic. Now you're gonna take this stitch off. There, you knit a stitch. Okay.
And I can show you guys
Around.
what I can do with yarn.
Around this one?
Nope, around this one.
That's really tight. That can't be right. Actually.
And then down, you're gonna pull that loop that you just made with you and then take the stitch off.
What do I take it off?
This stitch, take it off.
What do I do with
Then
my
you go,
completed-
then you do it again.
She's doing it without
I
even
made a
looking.
braid.
Do you see
As
that?
you can see, it's
She's
really good.
literally
Like a guitar.
knitting
Hey, look,
without
that's
even
what my
looking.
gram does. She's like putting puzzles together, knitting,
Puzzles?
and like talking, and making tea, and like a sweater
many
comes out.
arms
I don't
does
know
she
how
Well, if
this
you
happens.
like these products, check Candace out on 6twigs.com, right?
Yes, so
Please
it's the
do.
number 6, TWIGS.com, and you can join
Come
the
see
knitting
me at
group.
the knitting group.
Try it
yeah.
out, try it out. It's not going to be as bad as Jameson
That's
and Sherry.
insulting.
There's no possible way.
And I really want to encourage everybody to come, any skill level,
Even you, Jameson.
and bring a project
should go
to
back.
share with the group. Either a work in progress or a finished object to show everybody. That would be great.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm not done with you. So.
Well, Candace, we thank you
yeah.
so much for coming in and
Thank you
sharing all
so
this
much,
with
Candace.
us.
This was great.
Thank you,
Thank
Candace.
you.
I'm not giving up.
Never give up, Jameson.
Don't give up. You're a knitter, I can tell.
Well,
You're a
it's
knitter at
early.
heart.
We've got plenty of time.
Don't touch that dial. Class is back in session after the break.
Save big when you buy local at Sprinkles Neighborhood Markets. Start with our incredibly fresh produce. Nobody beats Sprinkles prices. The homemade goodness of our bakery selections have delicious written all over them. 4 generations of Sprinkle family butchers ensure the highest quality fresh cut meats, priced with your family's budget in mind. And no one can pass up our fantastic deli selections.
I'm Randy Sprankle, and I'm here to tell you, if you're buying your meat at another store, you're paying too much money.
Welcome back to Backstage Class. We're now going to check out Jameson as he tries to kayak at River's Edge.
I asked more questions about life jackets than there are molecules of water in that river.
They're
I mean,
gonna-
just to be clear, we were all there, but he did take over, and he like took Neil to the side and had him.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you'll
could
see.
have drowned.
You'll
It's
see.
very important for
It
me
was
to
a very
sustain my livelihood.
hands-on approach of how to put a life jacket
He put it on me, strapped it on. He's supposed to. He's a professional.
But there's a lot more interesting things we learned about at River's Edge, and you're about to learn.
I'm with Evelyn of River's Edge Canoe and Kayak. There is a ton of equipment that is athletic around me, and I feel like I'm in another world. I have no idea what to do. There's fish bait, there's fishing rods, there's things you sit in and ride water. Evelyn, what do you guys do here?
We rent canoes and kayaks. We sell canoes, kayaks, paddles, life vests, everything you need to go out on the water.
So, and I guess I am going out on the water. I don't want to die. Are you going to be able to essentially give me the basics of how not to drown on a river?
Yes, we give you basic instruction. We take you upriver, help you get in the water, outfit you with all the gear that's fitted for you, and you float down the river.
Do I have to sign a waiver?
You do have to sign a liability waiver prior to departure.
This is going to be the most dangerous stunt that we've done today.
Hey guys, I'm here with Neil. We're standing beside 1,000 Little Fish here, and since this is not a sushi bar, let him explain to us what is going on over here.
Hi, Sherry. The River's Edge Canoe and Kayak is also a
full-service bait and tackle shop, and what we have here is a Piedmont bait tank. It's a fiberglass tank, 4 partitions. We have large fathead minnows, small fathead minnows, large shiners, and suckers for fishing the streams and rivers and lakes of the valley.
So since you sell bait here, I'm assuming that people fish as well from the kayaks?
Oh, absolutely. Kayak fishing is one of the fastest growing sports in the United States.
Okay, Evelyn, I was looking around the store and I saw a bunch of foreign objects to me, and I was hoping that maybe you could help us describe what some of these items are that you sell.
Certainly.
Okay, we're going to start with this bag that appears to be a very small tent. It's made by Coleman, so what is this, Evelyn?
This is a dry bag, and this is something that you will want to take on the river with you and put anything in it that you do not want to get wet.
All right, here's something. Is this a dog leash? Or like, what is this for? For dogs?
No, this is a strap.
No.
These are used to
Looks like a
secure a kayak to your vehicle to make sure that you do not lose it
Wait,
on the road.
do you like just drag the kayak? Like with this thing? You don't need a trailer?
No, you can put it on top of your car and you secure the kayak with the straps.
All right, so it's not like a boat.
It's
Okay,
not
gotcha.
like a boat.
Gotcha. All right, see, this is why I need explanation on these items. Okay, this looks like a super soaker.
It is actually if you take on water in your boat, this will take the water out of your boat.
You syringe the
You
boat,
syringe
the water,
syringe
and then
the water,
you
and
could
then
potentially shoot it at other people
You
going
could,
by.
yes.
Okay. Okay, now the last thing we have here is I've obviously had a life jacket on before, but while you're over there, I tried to put this on and it doesn't seem to fit. So like, what is this? What's this for?
This is actually a doggy life vest.
Oh, I see that. Pet flotation device. Okay. 20 to 40 pounds, so I'm over the limit on
You're
this
over
one.
the limit, yes.
Do people typically do that? They bring a lot of pets
Yes,
here?
yes.
They do?
Mhm, we are pet friendly, yes.
Pet friendly. Okay, thanks, Evelyn.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Evelyn, I am super serious when I say I am concerned for my safety, so I'm going to ask you some safety questions. Now, you're going to strap Sherry up with a life vest, right?
Right.
So how do we do that? Does she have to be measured? Are there different sizes or?
There are different sizes. Rental life vests have, they're a universal size, small, medium, and large, and we will
Is Sherry
fit
putting
her
the right
here.
one on?
She is.
That looks really
she
big.
Is. No, it has a lot of adjustment here.
Oh,
so.
well, I'll take your word for it. You'd know better than I would. Let's see. Tightening it up, getting it nice and snug so it doesn't fall off whenever we flip into the raging rapids that are the Kiski Knit.
You want to tighten the life vests, whereas the life vest will not come up over your head when you fall in the water. Thus, it will keep you afloat when you do fall in.
Is there a weight limit on that?
What are you trying to say?
Oh, no. For example,
Okay,
like if I were a large 250-pound man, would the same vest preserve me? Would I float?
We have different, larger size for larger men. And like I said, we have small, medium, and large. Children have a life vest, 50 to 90 pounds and smaller.
And I've also
The
learned that
small
pets have life vests.
Pets have life vests as well.
All right, Evelyn, now that we're all strapped in and ready to go, which of the pieces of equipment that you have would you recommend for us as we are all beginners?
I would recommend kayaks. The recreational kayaks are very stable. Canoes sit up a little higher on the water, so they are not quite as stable.
What's the likelihood that I'm going to fall in the Kiski today?
You should always plan to get wet. There's always the chance that you could tip your boat if you perhaps hit a rock or...
What's the likelihood that Jameson is going to fall in the Kiski today?
A very good chance.
What do I do when that happens?
You always want to stay with your boat.
Stay with my boat.
Stay with your boat. You will float, obviously, because you have a life vest on. Your boat will float.
So I don't want to lose your equipment, is what you're saying.
You want to hold on to
All
the
right, good.
equipment because your paddle and your boat are going to bring you down the river.
All right, Neil, We're on the waterfront. I can see my life flashing before my eyes. However, these look much safer than I thought, and they're really bright green, so hopefully they'll be able to see me out in the water when I do flip. However, they have cup holders, which leads me to believe that if I could float a beverage in one of these, they're really not likely to tip. So how do I end up getting in this? What's going to happen
These are recreational kayaks, and recreational kayaks are different from what most people have an image of as a whitewater kayak, and you're strapped in, and they're very tippy. These are very wide, very stable, very low on the water, so your center of gravity is on the water. Very hard to tip. I'll put it to you that way.
That does truly make me feel better. Coupled with the fact that you claim that that's not that deep where we're going, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, strap me in. Let's do this.
Okay.
I am actually enjoying myself. How much do you charge for something like this, Neil? Because
I charge $30 for a kayak during the week and $35 on the weekend. That's an all-day rate. You can be out till 6:30. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that includes your tax paddle, shuttle, and life vest.
I would like to do this sometime, actually.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah, and really, we lucked out, and we have beautiful weather today.
Actually, yes, we do. Yeah, the water's perfect. It's at 3.4 feet today, which is ideal for paddling.
How did you know that?
We have a computer program that checks the gauges of the Corps of Engineers. So we know what the water is all the time.
Well, thank you, River's Edge Canoe and Kayak, for having us. I appreciate it. I learned something new.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Neil.
Thanks, Neil. It was fun. Thanks,
Kayaking was very, very relaxing. I am afraid of water. Anyone that knows me knows that I have to swim with nose plugs, and as an adult, that's not a really hip thing. So being on the water and just hoping that I didn't go underwater was quite the experience, because it put me in a mild panic attack. But at the end of the day, it was good. I had fun, and I would probably do it again. I would.
I liked when I found out at River's Edge that they have a shuttle service, so they can take you from River's Edge in Leechburg the whole way to Avonmore, and there's a couple spots in between if you don't want to go that far. But on the way back, when you're actually in the kayak or canoe, and they also have tubing adventures too, so if you just want to lay and relax, you can be in the tube. There's a stop at Dairy Queen, at Lackey's Dairy Queen there in North Apollo, which I wish I would have known about, because trust me, we would have stopped there. But I just thought it was a really cool adventure to be able to do right here in Leechburg. We are nearing the end of the show, but the fun isn't over yet. It is time to give away a fabulous prize to one of our loyal Facebook fans, and this week's prize is sponsored by Forget Me Not by Leechburg Floral Company. Forget Me Not is a dried flower florist specializing in things like you can see right here. Their website is forgetmenotdriedflowers.com. And this week's lucky winner is Rosemarie Shea of Leechburg. Rosemarie, you can pick up your arrangement at Images by Design, 157 Market Street in Leechburg. Thanks for being our Facebook fan. And to all you other viewers out there, make sure you like us on Facebook to be eligible to win a fabulous prize just like this. You know, we have lots to do, and we thank you so much for coming on our adventures with us. And make sure you check out our Facebook page, because that is where all the action happens. We're going to have blooper reels on there, and you'll get to meet us a little bit better, which we know that you want to meet us better.
Join us next time on Backstage Class.
So call us today to advertise your business on Backstage Class.
Left you drowning.
Sherry, I love her now. It took a while, but now we're best friends, even though we've never spoken off the set. But it was good, Brandon. Good.
Sorry.
I thought it was cheesy, which is why I did. I'll gladly not.
You are cheesy.
It wasn't my fault. We're redoing it.
Novices. Oh, I thought it was like. Okay. All right.
Oh, you're the best. You know what? I'm alive.
it.